Well, hello, it's Jac Mel, and where are we off to, Mel?
From Birmingham to Zadar in Croatia.
So we flew off, and Gordon managed to park the van right on the walls, which is some achievement.
Just literally a stone's throw through that gate to the hotel that we were staying at.
And Zadar's this quite small kind of medieval town, so that was kind of really good. And as soon as we got there, we only one thing on our mind, and what was that, Mel?
Food.
Yes, so we set off and we found our food, we had a great meal. And then it was dark by the time, so we went off.
You skipped the massive fish platter that we had.
We did, yes. A massive, gorgeous fish platter. And then we went through the town, kind of exploring, and it was quite something. And ice cream.
I was going to say, don't forget the ice cream.
Don't forget. And after the ice cream, what did we hear?
We heard, I've never heard it before, it's called a sea organ.
Yes, not a mouth organ, the sea organ. And then after that, we saw kind of blue flashing lights all on the kind of waterfront here.
It's a special light installation that they had.
Yeah.
It was quite clever, it kept changing, and you could hop around on it. It was quite good fun.
It was very good fun. So they've made a real effort on the kind of waterfront, and you can see we're all pretty happy by now. I don't know what this little man is doing in his boat.
He's charging everybody €1 to row them across to the other side of the marina where all the swanky hotels were.
Yeah, it was a good trade.
Yeah.
Right, day 2, and we're with a bunch of coffee snobs. So what do we do?
Caffeinate.
Yeah.
Yes. Very important first step in the morning.
Hanging around, drinking coffee. And then we went off to try and book tickets for...
a boat trip. Jenny and Ian were very good. We managed to secure ourselves a good deal for the following day.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we went and explored the ruins, and I think this is Europe's largest Roman forum or something like that.
It was incredible. All the bits had been just sort of scattered, and they just...
Yes.
Displayed them very nonchalantly. You could sit on them and touch them.
It was nonchalant. And you can see that our bunch was pretty nonchalant as well here, sitting on the old ruins. But it wasn't just the Roman stuff. They've got this kind of 9th century churchy type thing. And we went into, Gordon.
We went in to explore after Gordon and I had done a bit of mucking around. But inside, it's now used, I think, mostly for concerts. The acoustics were incredible.
Yeah.
You could walk all the way up to the top where it was had like galleried, like a minstrel's gallery, but it was all in fantastic stone.
Look at this. Going to go on up. Looks fantastic. Fantastic. And right up there's a 3rd level, windows. And then we get to a dome. What an astonishing building, 7th century. Yeah, I think Allied bombing had managed to flatten part of it. It had been rebuilt, and in fact much of the town had been rebuilt, but it was quite something. And then, as with this bunch, what did we have to do?
Have some drinks.
Before.
Well, I think that those of us that didn't want to visit the cathedral, so the heathens had the Aperol. Some of us went inside the cathedral.
Oh, we went inside the cathedral, and it was full of cathedral-like stuff. Is there any one particular thing you particularly liked in there?
I really liked, on the floor, there was a sort of like a sepulchre. I guess someone had been buried there.
Okay, so
I don't know what you call it.
I like this blue and white porcelain thing of Christ. Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. And Gordon and Jenny here in the vaults. It's quite cool.
The crypt was quite good.
Then we carried on exploring. We went to look at where our boat was going from the next day. Before, and you can see, little boats here, big boats there, and then wandered through the old town, had a kip, and then evening
we went on a walking and tasting tour.
We love food tours. Basically.
It was an amazing city because very Venetian in its influence. Lots of really, really old buildings, lots of Roman buildings, but also lots of buildings from the 60s.
Horrible buildings.
Just been thrown up.
Incorporating a church or two.
And it was a real mix of a place, but its history was quite incredible.
So all pretty exciting. Now, what do you remember about our guide?
Well, he owned the cafe where we met and lived within a stone's throw. He lived in the building that you'll see in a minute.
He had gone away to university.
No, he hadn't.
Yes, he'd gone away to university. He was
100 yards away.
Yeah,
Yes.
100 yards the other way.
Yeah, and he was a nice guy. Anyway, he introduced us to lovely drinks, and I enjoyed the first dish the most. We had these squid ink arancini
Yes.
with a nice glass of white.
And the glasses of white were hung around our necks. This is where he lived. Look at that. You look, it's just fantastic. And he knew everywhere, so this is a nice wine bar.
And everyone, I think.
The wine bar, yes.
Nice wine bar. Wasn't so impressed with the red wine that we drank there, but it was a nice atmosphere.
We're getting to know everybody by now. Kind of see all the basilica and stuff in the dark. That was pretty good. Where did we end up at the end of all this, Mel?
Well, we went to a beer garden.
Beer garden, but didn't we then go back to his
We
restaurant?
went back to his restaurant where we had like an aperitif at the end, having had beers and various other food stops. Yeah. This is him holding forth.
And I think the heathens went off on ice cream then, but Mel and I were whisked off.
Well, we hadn't had a huge amount of food, and we just fancied a plateful of mussels.
So that was
delicious.
That was a good day. And then the next day, and we weren't there for very long, we woke up and there's a little nun walking through our courtyard, off with the coffee snobs for a nice coffee. And then what's this golden thing?
It was, I think, the remains of Saint Simeon.
Yes, I think so.
In a glass casket, and it was all to do with some big political decision to keep the remains there, which probably will make Zadar more of a tourist spot in the future.
Yeah. And then boat trip, and after food tour, boat trip is our next kind of big favourite. You see that everybody's very excited. The weather, but we haven't mentioned the weather. The weather for our entire trip was fantastic. But as we went across the bay, you could actually see a few dark clouds, feel a little bit.
I think it rained a bit, actually.
Just a tiny.
It rained a bit to start with.
Coming to port on our fantastic boat. Look at this.
Chap who was the skipper dropped us off on a little island, well, quite a big island actually, that's directly opposite Zadar to start with, and we went for more morning coffees.
Yes.
And it was a very pleasant place.
It had wonderful views of the escarpment over on the other side, and you realise it puts our escarpment to shame. It was sort of whopping.
Yeah, Zadar's just in a flat plain, and above it these huge hills in the backdrop, and then they grow vines and all sorts in the on the flat.
Yeah. So we had fun there, and then he took us swimming.
Gordon jumped in, first one in.
He's a man. He's a man. Here we are. There's a great shot of us all in the water.
Yeah.
But our skipper was a good boy. He took us for a second swim, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he could tell that we were a bit cheesed off. That wasn't enough. So he took us to a nice, quiet bay around the
which I thought
island.
Was the highlight. No photographs there. And then he took us for a little water tour of Zadar. You can see the pictures from there. You could realise that it was a Venetian port.
Yeah, and the buildings that you can see on the end there, I think are the only two that were left standing after the bombings.
The Allies bombing.
Very interesting. They'd made a tourist decision not to build on the seafront.
Yeah.
So you can walk along the promenade, and it's got lovely gardens and things behind it. It all
really
feels
nice.
very open.
Yeah.
There's no sort of ridiculously touristy cafes or anything to spoil it. It's a very nice open space.
So then back through the arch, and the arch has got lots of Venetian stuff on as well. Ian by now is extremely happy, isn't he? Look at him.
He is. He's looking forward to island life.
But first of all, we have to stock up on fruit and veg before we drive, half an hour, 3/4 of an hour down the coast.
Probably a bit more. We went to Srima.
Yeah.
We had to go and find somewhere to park the car.
Ian just waiting patiently as Zena has a good read in the van, and you'll have to wait for the next video before the next exciting episode
of the water taxi.
We have the water taxi.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it, Mel.
Bye.
Bye. That was pretty.
Are you satisfied?
Yes.
With our performance?
Yeah. Are you satisfied?
Yes.
Do you want to do it again?